Let's talk about the difference between knowing something and believing something. I'm Elizabeth, I'm a breakup artist, and I help you break up with the people, places, and patterns that drain your energy. I help you break up with the identity you have so you can step into the identity you want, the one that's more aligned with success, joy, and just creating whatever it is that you desire in this life. So, the difference between knowing something and believing something. Now, if you're anything like me, you may have remembered being in class in high school and seeing those motivational posters up on the wall. And there is that one that said, knowledge is power. And if you're like me, you are a consumer of information, especially when it comes to personal development, self-help, what I call self-investment, and anything alike to really be able to take you from where you are to where you want to be as quickly as possible, right? You want to have that success. You want to be able to create money. You want to be able to influence and to really be able to kind of have some control over your life. The thing with knowledge, though, is if you don't do anything with it, if you don't take any action on the knowledge you consumed, then it doesn't really do what knowledge can do. It doesn't give you the power that it can give you. And so there's the knowledge portion, there's the action portion, and then there's this other thing that really makes a difference, and that is belief. So if you're consuming information, taking action on that information, but not truly believing in the information and the action, or more importantly, not believing in yourself, then that really almost like sabotages the information in action. And so I want to talk to you today about how to position yourself in a way that you can not only believe the information that you're taking in, but also believe in yourself to be that person to take aligned action. So first is the information you're consuming. What ratio of information are you consuming versus the action that you're taking? Because if you're over consuming and underacting, then that's you're not going to be able to get as far as you are hoping to get, right? You're spending more time consuming than actually implementing. So first take a look at the ratio of information that you consume. Then take a look at the action you're taking. Are you taking action? And then how are you going about that action? Are you feeling resistance in taking that action? And resistance can show up in one of two ways. It can show up in a way of maybe being afraid of taking action because this is the first time you've taken this type of action, so it's unfamiliar. Or there's resistance that shows up in a different way, which is resistance of like, this is not meant for me. This is not the type of action that feels right for me to take. And I can give you a personal example. So as I've started to grow my coaching business and my speaking business, and as I mentioned, I love consuming personal development and self-investment. And I also enjoy investing in programs because I believe in support, obviously. I'm a coach. I believe in having coaches myself. And I realized in taking this one program that it wasn't aligned to who I am because their approach was very, I've heard like bro marketing, so I'm going to use that term, but I don't mean to offend anyone. But this approach of let me sell you, let me come at it in a certain way and make you sort of feel bad about your situation right now, make you fearful of your situation, so you see that I'm the person that can help you. And I tried it on for a little bit, and there was a point where I was like, oh, okay, I just need to get used to this and then everything will be okay. And I realized like, no, that actually isn't my approach. I'm not about making people feel bad. I'm about hyping people up. I'm about helping them see what possibilities are in front of them about their potential. Especially the people that I work with, they've accomplished so much. So it's like helping them remember what they're capable of, not making them feel bad. And so the reason I bring this up is because when you encounter resistance, it's understanding where the resistance is coming from. Is the resistance coming from, I'm scared, I haven't done this before, and so this is a stretch for me? Or is the resistance coming from a place of, this does not align with who I am and my values, right? Or who I want to be. So let's take a look at this, because I know I've said a bit. There's information, consume the information, but don't overconsume information without application. So information, action. Take the action to apply the information that you've learned. And then the secret sauce is believing in the information that you've consumed, believing in the action that you're taking. Because if you don't believe it, it's going to come out very forced. Another example for me was I've heard that having a low ticket digital product is really good for business. So I could understand it. I knew that it made sense to me. And so what I did is I went ahead and I created a product, right? And I was like, okay, this makes sense. I believe this product will give value, but I didn't like it. My heart wasn't in it. My it just felt very, I'm doing this because I was told that this is something that can help and it makes sense. So I'll do it. The whole reason this video is coming up and talking about the knowledge versus believing is because just recently, I did a webinar, and from that webinar, I wanted to have a leave behind. And that leave behind ended up being a digital product. And I was so excited about that digital product. I am so excited about the digital product. It's my foundational breakups framework. And in making that product and the excitement I had behind it and how much fun I had in creating it, it made me realize that the digital product I had made before, my Clarity shortcut, it's good, but that was a product of force, a product of I should do this, versus this new product now is a product of I feel it. Like, not only do I know it, but I know it, right? Like, I know it internally. And so I want you to be aware, again, that knowing something and believing something leads to very different results, leads to very different energy. And energy is everything. I want you to know energy is everything. So the point of this video is to help you understand there's a difference between knowing something and believing something, and to be aware of what you know. Are you taking action on it? And does your belief align with all of that? Do you believe in what you're consuming? Do you believe in the action you're taking? If not, what can you do to get yourself believing? So that way the results of the action you take can feel easier, feel more abundant, feel more in flow, right? Make you feel good. So I'm going to leave that there. I'm going to talk more about this. I want to do another video about it, especially when it comes to this sense of resistance, because there's so much resistance that can come up, and it's really important, again, to understand the difference between am I feeling the resistance because it's unfamiliar and I'm scared, or is the resistance coming from a place of this actually isn't for me? And I can go into that a lot more. So for now, again, the takeaways: there's information, there's action, and there's belief. Please know what your belief is in regards to the information you're intaking and the action that you're taking. And if you don't believe in it, what can you do to turn on that belief so you can get better results? Okay, if you have any questions, please message me, be in touch, and I will see you soon.